Welcome to the Self-Love Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Melanie Monaco, and I hold certifications in intuitive eating, integrative nutrition, feminine energy healing, yoga, and more. My mission is simple: to help women transform their bodies and lives with self-love. I've worked with women all over the world and learned a lot along the way, and I am so excited to share it all with you here. This is a wellness-centric, motivational, and transformational podcast that will give you the tools you need to cultivate more self-love through nutrition, movement, mindset, personal development, spirituality, and beyond. I'm so grateful to have you here. Now let's do this. And I am so happy to be here. It's been a minute and here I am. I'm back. I guess it's been about a week. But yeah, I'm back, and today I'm going to be talking about finding purpose in pain and also the power of serendipity and synchronicity and looking at all of those little things that feel like they're meant to be, those little magical moments in life, and using that to help you make decisions and navigate choices. So this is a lot. It's a big conversation. I'm not going to be able to talk about everything, but I love this outlook on life, and it's something that I use a lot. And so I thought it might be helpful for you. And bringing this into context, I'm going to tell you a story, maybe you know it, maybe you don't, about my own life, and to give you an idea of how you can implement this. So when I was 15, I was told I wouldn't walk again. And I was in a really terrible car accident. I was in an off-roading vehicle with another teen friend of mine. She was driving. We were on her family's property. They had this vehicle that they would use to go transport things around the property, I guess. And it was kind of like, if you want to visualize it, a mix between a golf cart and a Jeep. So like a really rugged golf cart, no windows, no doors, seat belts, thank God. And we were wearing our seat belts. She was going too fast, took a sharp left turn, and it rolled, and my foot got caught on the outside of the car as it rolled, and it rolled over my foot as it was going, so I actually am to this day missing a part of my bone. And you can imagine how much of an injury that was. Every single bone in my right leg and foot and ankle was broken, and I was told I wouldn't walk again. And that's not the case. Obviously, I can walk. I'm a yoga teacher. I dance all the time and teach fitness classes, so things have obviously been okay. But I want to share that story because that's a trauma, and we all have traumas, and they affect how we move through our lives. And so when you go through a trauma, you either have two choices. You can either let the victimhood of what happened to you define you, and you can let that be the thing that is your identity, but in a way that makes you feel like the world is out to get you. Things are happening to you, and that's a victim mindset. The other thing you can do is you can look at it as if it's happening for you. And I know it's so hard to have that mindset when you're in pain, emotional, physical, whatever. But when you trust that there is a purpose behind it, whether you believe in synchronicities as being divine guidance, or when you can trust in just the fact that you'll get through it and find purpose in it, whether you think things are meant to be or not, it makes it so much easier to get there. And at the time, I had like a sense of belief that no matter what happened, I would be okay. And that it would propel me further to the person that I wanted to be, and that I would overcome no matter what it took. And I go through pretty much everything that way. And the amazing thing about the more that you practice this, so in practice, it looks like, okay, let's say you have like a challenge thrown at you, like something small. Maybe your car breaks down. I don't know. Something like that, where it's not a life-threatening situation, it's an inconvenience, but it's like annoying. And you have two ways of responding, right? You can step into that victim mindset of like, oh my God, the world's out to get me. Everything is terrible. I'm never going to get through this. I'm not going to get to whatever on time. Or you can be like, well, maybe this happened and that will allow me some extra time to be by myself and breathe, and maybe I wasn't supposed to go to that thing. I didn't really want to go. I wanted to stay home, or come up with reasons for it. And this is not only helpful because it'll calm you down, but it's also helpful because then you're finding purpose in pain. And I really believe you can get through anything if you find purpose in pain. And then to take it a step further, look for the synchronicities. So these are the things where, like, in the serendipitous events, the things where you're thinking about your best friend and then she calls you, or so personal story again. My husband and I are under contract for a house. Knock on wood, everyone. We have to get through inspections. It's a home from the 1840s. But I think it'll be fine. Very excited about it. And there was all these synchronicities surrounding it and all of these things that kept happening. One of them is that it happens to be down the like closest restaurant, and it's a restaurant that in Maine is called the Montecito Market. And in Montecito is a town in Santa Barbara County. And I went to middle school in that town and grew up right next to it. My grandmother lived in it. So that's like, to me, to find in Maine a market that is founded by people who are from my hometown. The closest restaurant to the house that we're very likely going to move into is from my hometown. It's just crazy, on the total opposite end of the country. And those synchronicities give me so much faith and hope. And I think some people might look at those things and just be like, oh, that's funny, or that, that's random, or what are the chances? And I look at them and I'm like, this means that I'm right where I need to be. And having that mindset has gotten me through some of the hardest times of my life, including the car accident, but there's a lot of other things that I've gone through, and I won't get into, all of those right now, but it's really important. So if you have gone through trauma, if you are looking to make big life decisions, if you're somebody who struggles with finding the difference between an inconvenience and a life-threatening situation. So if like one thing happens and you feel like really upset about it, then this mindset change is going to be so beneficial for you. If you're in a state of anxiety or panic, ask yourself, is this a life-threatening situation or is it just an inconvenience? And 99.999% of the time, it's just going to be an inconvenience. And at that point, then you get to ask yourself, well, how can I find purpose in this? What around me can I be grateful for? What in the situation can I be grateful for? And I think it'll really, really help you, because that's the protocol I use, and it's really helpful for me. So, I just wanted to hop on and share that story with you and share those tips with you. Life is what you make it, right? So why not make it as magical as possible? It's all in your mind. It's all, everything that you see is how you see it. And if you want to have a life that's filled with meaning and purpose and magic, then it has to start with the way you speak to yourself and the way you look at things. You can change that just by asking yourself the right questions. All right, speaking of questions, if you have any, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you, obviously I haven't talked at all in this live about, body or nutrition or any of that. This was so much more about mindset. But if you are looking for support around, how you're treating your body, and you're looking for support around nutrition and movement and mindset, then I'm offering a free 5-day self-love detox that I customize for you. So it's a 5-day detox. It's not a meal plan or an exercise plan. It's something totally different that I created that's really beautiful, really transformative, really easy and simple to follow. And if you are interested in the 5-day customized self-love detox, all you have to do is click the link in my bio or go to melaniemonaco.com, and we hop on a call and I give you a customized 5-day step-by-step plan to changing your relationship to your body and food. And if you want to have healthier habits, if you listen to me at all, you'll already know what I'm about to say. But if you want to have healthier habits, you have to have a healthier relationship with yourself, because how you treat yourself comes from how you feel about yourself. So this is the perfect step-by-step system to help you get there. It's totally free. You just have to follow the link in my bio to apply. And I would love to hear from you. I'd love to meet with you. I won't be doing any in February. None. I won't be accepting new clients in February. I won't be doing any of these free programs in February. Nothing, because I'm going on my honeymoon. So a year and a half later. So if you want this, you got to get it soon. My schedule fills up. So I'd love to hear from you. Send me a DM if you need a link. Go to melaniemonaco.com. Link is in my bio. You have everything you need. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. If you felt inspired or moved by what you heard today, then be sure to leave a rating and review. I would love to hear what you're vibing with so I can create more incredible content to help you transform your life with self-love. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram at The Self-Love Lifestyle, on Facebook at The Self-Love Lifestyle, and you can also sign up for my mailing list and find free downloads, resources, and more at melaniemonaco.com. That's melaniemonaco.com. And be sure to subscribe to the Self-Love Lifestyle podcast so you never miss an episode. I'll see you next week, my love.